Live from the Valley, it's your host, former Miss USA, Nia Sanchez.
Hey, baby. Okay, welcome to the Hold My Crown podcast, where we dive into life, pageants, reality TV, parenting, and so much more. Join us for special guests from your favorite reality shows and some of my very good friends, other beauty queens. This is Hold My Crown.
Hold my crown.
Hello. Welcome back to, I almost said the Valley.
That is what's on our mind lately.
That's what we're thinking about. But welcome back to the Hold My Crown podcast. I am Nia Sanchez Bucco, and I am a former Miss USA. That's why this is called the Hold My Crown podcast. And I have a very handsome Mr. USA here. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hello. I'm Danny Bucco. What people seem to be calling me lately.
Yeah.
For now. What are you doing in the loop, baby boo? Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Let's do it. So, Daniel, if you guys ever notice the difference between on camera, we're talking about the Valley today, by the way, but everybody calls you Danny unless I was the one to originally introduce you to them.
Yes.
Then they call you Daniel because I call you Daniel.
Yes, I have an identity crisis that
All the time.
happened since we have been together.
Yeah.
Because in LA and even before and in college, everybody called me Danny and a little bit in high school. But all my family calls me Daniel.
Right.
And then you call me Daniel.
Right. I like a proper name. Yeah.
Like, I liked when you called me Daniel.
Oh.
Yeah. Got me a little weak in the knees. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
boy. So all of my friends call
So
Daniel
she introduces
Daniel.
me as Daniel, and then I always introduce myself as Danny usually.
So like the guys in the group go by Danny and the girls go by Daniel or vice versa. It just depends on who.
Everybody just call me Bucco, and a lot of people call me Bucco
That
because
too.
that's just
Exactly.
my last name.
But hey, boo, what
and
are we
it's
talking?
real. What's up, Boo?
What
Co?
Oh, there you go. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about the Valley. Pew, 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 pew. Season 2 trailer just dropped.
It just dropped, and it is hot, as Brittany said in season 1 trailer.
Oh, man.
The Valley is hot.
When does it come out, baby?
It comes out, the show comes out April 15th.
April 15th.
So soon.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Couple weeks.
It's what, less than a month away
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of the trailer?
I thought it was a little bit of everything. I thought it was very spicy. I thought it was funny. I thought there was so many moments where I'm like, ooh, because the thing is, when we film, and I feel like some people know this and some people don't think about this,
Right.
You're only in the moments that you're in. And so if someone else is, hanging out or doing a get together and you're not there, you don't know what happened. So
You don't know what they're talking about.
I saw some things in the trailer for the first time that I had never seen before. And then there was moments that we had that we were kind of reliving. And I just thought, obviously they have so much. We are filming for a good chunk of a summer. So it's all these pieces all in one little itsy bitsy space. And then I just can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Other people's moments and our moments as well, because we lived it, but it felt like it was so long ago. So now we're going to be watching everything back.
Let me tell you a funny situation that happened on the day that the trailer dropped. I was getting a workout in, as I do in the mornings on my Max Trainer. Shout out to Max Trainer. We should do a collab together. Pay me some money and send me some stuff.
Is that the name of the company or is it?
Oh, it's Bowflex. Bowflex Max Trainer.
There you go.
Love it. Interval resistance training. Anyway, I'm on there, and when I'm on there, I'm also listening usually to a message from Joel Osteen, which is just very positive thinking, positive affirmations, gets me in the mood for the day of just living a life of love and kindness and being in the positive headspace. Nia comes in. She says, "Did you see the trailer?" I said, "Nope." She goes, "Well, good thing you're listening to a message on positivity. Maybe just finish the message before you watch the trailer." And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Because, you shoot so much. You don't know how it's all going to be put together. Again, you don't know what other people are saying behind the scenes or behind your back. And it was a lot. They fit a lot in there. So many
moments from other people's lives.
So many moments from other people's lives
Yeah.
already are aware by the public because it's already,
Right. Like people know that.
Jackson Brittany.
Exactly. A lot is going on with Jackson Brittany. We all know that.
Right. So, but you don't really know what's happening with the rest of the friend group. So,
I do think that was a funny moment, though, that he was working out and I come in and I hear Joel Osteen being like, and you got this and like stay positive or whatever he was saying. I was like, oh, boo, finish listening to that message first before you watch the trailer that has been officially released. But I mean, I do feel like they did a really good job of showing a balance of the energy of our summer last year because obviously, well, a balance because we had fun and there were like hilarious moments. There were sweet moments. Like we were there, everybody knows we were there for Kristen and Luke's proposal. Like very special moments that was included. There was the funny moments that were also included, like comedic relief moments. And then there was drama, which
drama on drama
is
on drama.
Just a part of our friend group. And y'all will have to watch and see how everything unfolds, like the full moments. Because again, in the trailer, you just get all these little moments that are all put together and then we get to see everything. And I'm sure there's going to be so much more that we are going to be. I mean, we already know this from watching season 1 back. We're going to be not only reliving moments, but seeing moments for the first time when we weren't there, when we weren't at that hang, we weren't with this group of friends, or there's even moments literally that happened where it was like we couldn't get a babysitter and this is just our life. Like we can't get a babysitter. We can't make it to hangs with friends sometimes. And so you miss something and then you don't know what's happening until almost a year later.
It's wild being new to this reality thing too, because I mean, the fans are out of their minds stoked. Mm-hmm. Like they've been waiting for this. They didn't get the reunion on the end of season 1. Mm-hmm. They've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And now they are very, very excited that they have a release date. But for us, it was a year ago that we did this. And so to now think of those things that you don't think about anymore that had been in the past, now we're going to have to relive all those things again.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But they did a very good job with that trailer. And I think fans are very excited. And the creator, Alex Baskin, did go publicly and say, out of all the shows that he does, which is almost every show on Bravo, think about all the drama on all those shows. So much drama. Said this second season of The Valley is the craziest and probably will be the most watched second season of any show that he's ever done.
Yeah, he said he's never had a season 2 with more drama than ours. Which I'm like, that is a good thing for
Lord have mercy
views and for everybody to watch.
I hate drama.
We both hate drama. So let's see how this goes. Oh yeah. Well, at least we can like keep it peaceful at home, and then it's just our friend group. There's drama in the friend group, and you can't help it.
There it is.
Are there any like crazy, like you kind of mentioned it already? This is what gave me the idea of asking you. But like, what's the general overall feedback that you've seen in social media on the comments? Like good, bad, excited, nervous? Like how are other people feeling? Not how are we feeling, but how is like what we've seen in the comment section? How is that going?
Everybody's just so excited.
Yeah.
So excited. And, personally, everybody's just like, I'm so glad that you guys are back. We can't wait to have you guys back on our screen. We love you guys. You're our favorite couple.
Yeah.
It's been nothing but positivity on our end. So we love that, and we love you guys, and we're hoping to keep it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I've seen in the comments is a lot of people saying like, why is it taking so long?
Right.
And, that's nothing that we can control, nothing that we have any like hands in on any of that. We just show up, film, and then we do all the interviews on the back end whenever we're scheduled for that. But we have been waiting kind of on pins and needles, just like the audience, because up until very recently, actually, we were not told the release date for the show until it was announced, because they like to also keep us on our toes. They're like, we don't want anybody spilling the beans. So
they're smart, because there's some loud mouths in this group of people.
Yes. And I think it was maybe 6 a.m. we got an email saying at 10 a.m. the trailer is going to be released. So like they literally don't. And then
wait to the last
late
second.
to the last minute. And they didn't even send us a trailer. They waited until it was posted to be like, okay, now you can have it to post it as well.
Yeah.
And then what else was I going to say about that? Oh yeah. So we didn't know officially. We knew like, oh, spring-ish, but we did not know when the actual air date for episode 1, season 2 was going to be until.
Yeah, we actually were told some tentative dates.
Right, tentative dates.
And none of those dates ended up being the one. I think they were just, keeping us off the scent, off the track to make sure that we didn't say anything.
That could have been it. I also really quickly, maybe we'll take a little break and then talk about this, but talk about the shoot because I feel like everybody looks so good in the shoot where there's all those little social media clips where we're all dressed up in our pink and orange. But let's take a really quick break. We will come back, talk about that shoot quickly, and then we'll get into some moments from season 1 to kind of prepare you and get your palate prepared for season 2. So let's take a quick little break. We'll be right back. Welcome back from the break.
Welcome back.
I wanted to there's not a lot to talk about, but that little kind of glamour shoot that we did for all the media and stuff. I loved all the videos and images that they've been putting together, the little clips and everything where it's like the sunglasses and the fans and the dance moves. You have some dance moves, so I loved it. I feel like maybe you were the only one that I feel like had any kind of actual moves because, and Jasmine, of course. Of like the girls, but I feel like all the rest of us girls did the 2 hands up, like dance side to side kind of thing and just hope we look cute.
Yeah. Some of these dances were pretty bad. You can tell who has rhythm in the group and who doesn't.
Yeah, but hey, everybody tried because there's also a little clip and you can see it in one of the pieces that was released where it's me just like laughing because I was trying so hard and they had good music on for me. And I just continued to just laugh at myself the whole time. I'm not a dancer. Maybe I danced.
You were a little bit self-conscious, and I know you know how to work it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like back in the day when we used to go to the club when we first met, like I enjoy myself dancing.
Those hips don't lie. Don't get it twisted.
Right, but when there's like an audience of all these like strangers that are like, "What music do you want?" And I'm like, "I don't know, Selena Quintanilla or like some Beyonce." Like.
Just stayed in the Spanish accent. Some Beyonce.
I was definitely trying so hard to get some good moves out there, but it was not happening.
Look, these shoots, they kill me because they go with these color palettes that are just complete opposite of anything I would ever wear.
Right, but they end up looking really good. Like we all look great together in that group photo.
Back to the color scheme. I still don't. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
But,
you don't wear fuchsia, but it looks good all together.
Sure.
I thought you looked handsome.
I know. I looked really good. For everybody else, it's hit or miss,
It is, but I do feel like it all comes together well. Let's talk about season 1. Let's jump right into it.
I know you and I look fire.
Duh. I just burped while talking. That's super cute.
Third trimester.
Oh my gosh. Seriously, when I was pregnant with Asher, constant burping, but he came out with a full head of hair. And that's what they say. If you have like belching or like acid reflux, it's because you have a hairy baby.
Okay.
That is not the subject of today's podcast.
I get shots fired at me from our friends. Everybody looked great.
Yeah. I was like, okay, who are you talking about?
Everybody looked perfect.
Okay, so I thought it would be fun to kind of end this episode talking about season 1 and some of our favorite moments and the moments that stood out to us because that can kind of refresh your memory if you're not going to rewatch all of season 1 before season 2. So we can kind of get into that a little bit, talking about just the things that stood out to us. And I have to start off by saying a moment that kind of stands out to me is when you got pantsed by Jax.
Why did that stand out to you?
Because, I have my moments where I'm like normal, and I have moments where I feel like sometimes I'm a little out of character at moments. And the fact that I cussed at Jax and then like walked away and cried, that's like not how I like want to always be. And so I feel like that was the first moment to me where I'm like, oh my gosh, woo, it's getting started already.
I mean, how fresh were you off birth?
Yeah.
All these things. You know, it was obviously your body was going through a lot
5-6 weeks in.
A lot of, and brain was going through a lot of different, roller coaster of all the feelings.
Definitely.
So, I think you get a pass on that one.
But I love the look back. And then I think we did even like a zoom in where Jack's
on my
booty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Jack's face in your butt.
Oh yeah. His nose was right in there.
So
a little bit of karma.
If he's gonna a little karma for pulling a prank on you.
A little bit of brown nose there, Jax.
I just wanted to start off with a laugh because season 1, that now that I look back on it, I laugh. It's so funny though. You have these moments and you're in the moment and it makes you upset or sad or whatever. You have all the feelings and then now I can just look back and laugh at it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I can be on the other side and be like, oh my gosh, that was so like dumb or silly that I was so emotional about it. But that's how I was in the moment.
Yeah.
Anything else that stands? I have a list, but what else stands out to you?
I mean, season 1 was obviously a lot of Jackson, Brittany, a lot of Jesse and Michelle.
Yeah.
We stayed, a lot of the drama. Obviously going through postpartum and the vulnerability and support in that. I think was huge. And what else?
Okay, so you mentioned this. Actually, you mentioned pretty much all of my main bullet points in my notes, but we started filming, just to refresh your guys' memory, we started filming when the girls were 5 weeks old. When
Twins.
Brittany and Michelle came over in episode 1, the girls were 5 weeks old, our twin baby girls. That is so small. They were teeny, weeny. They were so little.
They're now 20
They're now
months.
almost 2. Like, we're planning their second birthday party.
Yeah.
And we started filming season 1 when they were 5 weeks old. They were so small.
So crazy.
And so that through, you filmed for 2 months-ish? So they were very little, very, very, under 4 months old while we were filming. So that is just, it's fun to see where they're at now, but also think back to where they were at when we filmed season 2. So they were just over a year old when we were filming season 2.
I can't believe, I know you will probably say this, but a huge highlight for you, because you're such a big fan of the show, was you got to meet Jamie Fraser. You got to meet Jamie Fraser.
Yes,
he
in
made
Big Bear.
He made a guest appearance in Big Bear.
Yep, season 1, Jamie Fraser from Outlander.
I wasn't able to be there for that.
Definitely,
but
Jamie Fraser was there, not you.
But Jameson Fraser.
Oh my goodness.
But that was really cool that you got to meet him, because I know you really like that show and you kind of have a secret crush on him.
No. Maybe a character crush, not like a real life crush.
Wow.
Okay.
Protect our marriage at all costs.
It is crazy though, all that happened, because even in season 1, Janet was pregnant. Now she has a baby. Like, our babies were 5 weeks old. Now they, in season 2, are going to be around a year old. So it's just so much changes. And, as I said, I wanted us to kind of like prep you for watching season 2. It's just crazy how so
Kristen
much is
and Luke
different.
are engaged.
Kristen
We're
and
having
Luke
a
are
baby
engaged.
around the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
Might
that's
be
like
the same
current
day.
Life. Yeah. That's current life chat.
Yeah.
But we can talk. You know what? I was
We
thinking.
might have camerras in the delivery room together.
I actually thought I was maybe okay with that this time, since it'll be my fourth birth experience. I don't know who did it. Courtney Card, not front and center. No, from the side.
Blur it out. But
No. But I did think about that.
I'm catching this baby.
Yes, you are.
Yes. Oh wow.
Well, because Daniel was ready. Again, we're getting off subject, but Daniel was ready to catch a baby for the twins. But because twins are higher risk, you have to be more careful. So this is our last chance. If you want to catch a baby, this is the only time to do it.
Hey, I ain't been snipped yet, baby.
Oh my gosh.
We
You
don't
will
know
be.
if it's the last chance.
No, it's the last chance. We should get you fixed before. Is that the right
Fixed?
word?
I am not a dog.
We need to get. your operation before I give birth. So there's
What
no
is it
chance
called?
of getting pregnant again. What is it called?
What is it called, Nia?
A vasectomy?
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, not getting fixed.
Okay. We need to get you a vasectomy.
We need to get you
before
spaded.
I give birth. Spaded?
We need to get you spaded.
It's called spade.
Spaded.
No. It's so much easier for the men. It's a whole thing for the women. Okay.
Is that a real thing? You can do it for women?
But spade is how you okay,
Do
you were
a
doing
dog.
that on purpose.
Yes,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah. Yes, they can tie your tubes or they can like singe them, but it's just like a hormonal disruption.
Let's look into that.
No.
Because my hormones might be crazy too if I got one testicle. That's
We
what
don't
they
have
to do. They
time
have
for
to-
two people to have
They
crazy hormones.
cut out a testicle. So if I have one testicle,
This is too much, honey.
I'm joking. That's not what they do.
Let's rewind a little bit. In season 1, we were debating looking for a home in the Santa Clarita Valley or staying in our valley.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe in a future episode of the Hold My Crown podcast, you will hear more about that, but we're just going to leave that there. Okay. The only other thing that I kind of had on my notes, and you already touched on it a little bit when you were hitting all your bullet points.
What notes?
Is that
you got notes over there?
just a little bit, was that
I'm just
we
free falling.
free falling. We got caught up in everybody else's drama in
Yes.
season 1, and we were very surprised by it. Like, there are so many funny scenes where if you just look at us with our jaw just like, what is happening?
We
Jaw
were
down.
virgins. We were virgins coming into this reality TV world.
Yeah.
And we thought it was going to be a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Everybody was.
Did you not have fun?
I did have fun.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect all the crazy.
Right.
And it was crazy.
Well,
if you watch season 1,
Mhm.
which is why obviously we got picked up for season 2,
Mhm.
not a lot of people gave us hope. People said, well, nobody's going to watch this. Nobody's going to watch this. And then people quickly apologized and said, oh my gosh, this is an amazing
great show. Yeah.
And they are
absolutely.
bringing it.
Yeah, I agree. And I will say, because I feel like with some people in the friend group leading into season 1, we're just more casual friends with them.
Right.
Not like knowing, like, for example, Jesse and Michelle, you can see the cracks in the marriage watching season 1. And going into that, we spent time with them, but we never sat down and had like those deeper conversations of like, hey, how are you guys really doing? Like, how is like home life? We just had to
Right.
hang out. Like, you're at a group gathering, you're with a couple of friends, you're just chilling. So it was way more lighthearted hangs. And so we knew everybody, but mostly everybody.
Right.
But we didn't know the depth of everyone's
We
relationships.
were the newest to the group.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of these people had been friends for decades, for over a
Exactly.
decade. And
And us a handful of years
us was a couple years. That was
Mhm.
the most we had, which
Yeah.
was with Jackson and Brittany.
originally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we got to see everybody
yeah.
and what
just
they're
to-
going through.
So as we're kind of wrapping up, season 1 was wild. Season 1, I believe I heard one of the statistics was one of Bravo's highest rated new shows in the last 10 years.
Highest rated, most watched news show premiere
Right.
in the last 10 years.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we're going from that into season 2. And Alex Baskin has said, as you already mentioned, season 2 has the most drama of any season 2 he has ever produced. So I hope this episode of the Hold My Crown podcast kind of reminds you of some things that happened, at least from our perspective in season 1, to kind of prepare you and launch you into season 2, as it will be airing April 15th. So make sure you guys tune in, check out The Valley season 2, April 15th on Bravo. Also Peacock the next day streaming, correct?
Yep.
And then with us here, Hold My Crown podcast, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that little plus button so you are the first to know when we have a new episode. We talk about so many fun subjects. We have great guests, and we'll be having a lot more guests join us. So thank you for hanging out with us.
Let's
on
go.
The Hold My Crown podcast. We love you guys. We're praying for you guys. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.
Team
Bye.
Bucko.
Yay Media